Hey everyone, Collab5 here bringing you Game 3 of our fake best of 3 between Welmu and TypeReal. Both playing Protoss. This map is one of those weird ones. I should know what the name is, but I don't. It is Atlantis Spaceship. Oh, the score is 2-2. I didn't see 5 replays on there. Whatever. So maybe I just got lucky. The score is 2-2. All right, you happy? Jeez, you guys are freaking breaking my balls. So last game was a good example of why I don't really like PvP, because it's one-base play for the majority of the game. No, not really. I mean, it's so hard to get that expansion down in PvP, which prevents us from seeing later game tech, which is the exciting stuff. Really, you want to see armies of like Colossus and, you know, Storm and Archon, Zealot everywhere, and Immortals crawling all over the place. But go for DTs. Yes, and DTs. And carriers? No, just kidding. Are carriers going to be gone in Heart of the Swarm? I think I read that carriers are going to be gone. It's probably for the better because, I don't know, carriers, they just don't really work out that well. So once again, both players doing the exact same thing. Surprise, surprise. It is a PvP after all, and there is really pretty much only one opening build. I like the place of this pylon just off here in the corner. Basically covers the entire base to prevent against anyone sneaking in and trying to pull any shenanigans. I guess sort of a similarly, but not. No, it would be over here. I am not familiar with this map at all. Atlantis Spaceship. Starship, something. Looks like a fairly easy to protect natural expansion. And a third base here that has a very wide open space. This doesn't look very user-friendly. I'm a nerd. So just starting mining off of that second gas for Welmu. I think these two are pretty much in lockstep here. So yeah, why don't I just talk about something else, because there won't be anything worthwhile to talk about for quite some time. There's a probe tucked away back there, but let me just talk about my project real quick. Bye-bye probe. Bye-bye probe. Bye-bye probe. So yeah, Nerdquake, I told you guys about that. fit-nerd.blogspot.com. Of course, my YouTube channel has all sorts of things, not just StarCraft replays. Recently finished up some GTA 3 playthrough. I know, GTA 3, you're like, WTF, that game 10 years ago, that was totally awesome. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm going to do some videos of that game. I'm going to try to do... I've been trying to get Dolphin, which is a Wii emulator, to work at 1080p with fraps at the same time, which is a huge drain on the CPU. And so, like I said, I now am in the i7 world with the rest of you. Still isn't enough. Doing fraps is... Fraps is seriously one of the biggest resource hogging programs there is, because I mean, it's taking a snapshot of your screen 30 times a second or more. So you do the math. Yeah, and then emulating. See, the thing that blows me away about Dolphin is that you're able to emulate the Wii at 1080p, which is mind-blowing. The Wii can't do it, but then you know, it just the drop. Hey, check that out. Oh yeah, I should watch the production tab here. We can't do it on its own, but your PC can run it in 1080p. Whoever figured out how to do that is brilliant. Oh, he lost the prism? How did he lose the prism? What? No, it's right here. Wow, is that a giant medevac being produced? That is so cool. I like that. Whoever made this map. Clever. Alright, so dropship out and about. It's not going to get scouted because the observer that was around here has since left. It's up here in this corner, looking at things, observing, doing its job. Both players have expanded. This map is so huge, I can't imagine not wanting to expand first. But nevertheless, both players were going for that same typical Protoss opening. Looks like extended thermal lance also being researched, and here comes the drop. This will be exciting, folks. Tickle cannon down, and oh, nice. Kind of botched force field, actually. Now Welmu bringing everything in, and might be able to, well, might be able to get through the shields. Not even. So wow, nice, nice response. Wow, is that? Does he have speed on that? That thing is so fast. Oh, he did lose the sentry though, so he can't try to force field off again. But either way, he's doing a great job of keeping. If he was also poking in from the front, he'd be doing a great job of keeping Welmu's forces pinned in the back of his base. So it would be a great opportunity to sort of, you know, dual prong attack. He does have some troops here that he could use for that. However, not really doing that. I don't think a lot of Protoss players actually do that. It's a very common Terran technique, and you'd think that it would extend to all races. Zerg do it too with the mutas in a different way, but and here it comes again. Just gonna fly in here and see what's what. Oh! Safe for now. Might lose an observer. Unfortunately, he only has one unit that can attack air, and by attack I mean gently rub against with its paw. It's like a cat, really. Just kind of rubbing against you. And then you get incinerated for some reason. Twilight Council now going down for TypeReal, and now a freaking Void Ray is out. 2 Void Rays are out. This is weird. I really like it though, because TypeReal is putting out some units that I frankly think we need to see a lot more in PvPs. 1, Warp Prisms. 2, Void Rays. I'm kind of surprised that there is no, you know, Protoss 111 build. Gateway, Starport, Robo. Seems to make sense to me, right? Well, there it is. Gateway, Starport, Robo. Boom. Perfect. It works. It just works. I think the type of people who play Terran... Ooh, needs to be careful. I think the people who play Terran tend to think more about sort of that swappable play style. And I think probably the Terran 111 is a lot more robust than a Protoss 111 would be. Just because you can always be swapping for, you know, oh, now I want a lot of Hellions. Oh, I'm going to flip it with this thing and build a tank. Oh, now I'm going to flip that with the Starport and build a Banshee. I don't know, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, really. I'm just kind of blabbering words at this point because there's a lot of Warp Prism flying around and very little actual damage being done. I should probably be more careful about what I say, because I mean, there's damage being done, and picking off every probe counts. In fact, let's look to see how many probes have been picked off, and it looks like 13. TypeReal has killed 13 workers. 14 workers. That's mental terrorism right there. It's got a lot of Colossus, and this is what's totally exciting right here, is that there's this entire air army that just has not been seen, scouted, anything. It's pretty phenomenal, I had to say. And the fact that this freaking immortal is like, ugh, amazing. I wonder how many kills he has. Next time he gets thrown down, I'm gonna take a look. Any guesses, anyone? I mean, it's got to be like 15-ish. 10. It's only 10. Now Zealots going down. Those might actually do well. I don't know. I don't know. We are seeing a little bit of troop movement. Maybe Welmu is anticipating some sort of an attack down in the bottom here. Oh. How did this... Oh, the Zealots were warped in, I guess, from here. But now, looks like the Phoenix, wow. The Phoenixes are going to come back here and wallop away on these probes all over the place, all up in their faces. No? Keep it coming. I like that he picked off the gas ones first. Wow, this is efficient. This is a slaughter! 28 probes killed. This is a economic war, my friends. An economic war. And the Warp Prism finally goes down. The Warp Prism that contributed to so many kills. Wow. Nearly 30 probe kills, and hardly any units actually lost from TypeReal. So I gotta say, I'm very impressed with just the in and out Jiu-Jitsu. What the? That is weird. Why is that gas behind the smoke screen? I don't get it. Okay. Well, whatever. Looks like more the Phoenix are moving in again. I just want to take a look at the income. You can see a huge difference, actually. Both players are on 3 bases. They've been pretty much, I'm sure they've been creating probes all game, because that's what Protoss players do. Oh, one of the Phoenix going down. That's not just what Protoss players do, it's what all players do. You should be making probes non-stop until you get to like 70. You hear? You new players out there? You should have your third expo by like no later than 15 minutes. When it comes down to army though, both players still pretty much on par with each other. Well, it looks like a 4th is coming down. For TypeReal. I'm wondering if all of that ninjutsu action has been hurting his macro. Because, well, up until just now he had quite a bit more minerals in the bank. And here come the Phoenix again. Just gonna pick off some more. I mean, why stop? I like the observers, they're helping me out a lot here. 2 Stargate Carrier. So here I just said, oh, I hope Carrier... I'm okay with them taking Carrier out. But now here we are seeing Carriers in a PvP. That's pretty unreal. So, wow. Things are going to start swinging very quickly towards TypeReal, I think. Granted, at this point in time, Welmu has a substantially larger army, so TypeReal needs to be be very, very careful until these carriers come out, because otherwise he might lose everything. This is going to be a epic engagement moving in, but TypeReal knows he can't take it at this point. He's pulling back. Stalkers are blinking in, but there's just too many Colossus to support. Oh. Wow, if TypeReal loses after this and all that harassment, that's going to be trouble. But here come the effing Void Rays. I had forgotten about the Void Rays. And they are here with vengeance, I guess you could say. And the Colossus are like, no, I can't shoot air. Nice blink in from the Stalkers, and if the Stalkers can pick off the Void Rays, then things might be okay. And the Colossus are doing a great job of standing on top of the Stalkers so that they can't be targeted, which is very, very clever. But wow. Wow, that was nice, kind of a exploit, but very interesting. But at this point in time, TypeReal does have an economic advantage, to say the least. He actually is still floating some minerals here. Carrier Zealot, that is a combo I have not seen. Frankly, I think he needs something more against the against these Stalkers. These Zealots have charge? Yeah, they do have charge. That will that'll help close the gap between the Stalkers and make their blink a little bit less relevant, but is still going to be difficult for these carriers to take care of, especially until they're fully loaded with the little interceptor things. Terror from the Zealots. Oh, they should have waited like 4 more seconds for this thing to complete. It might complete anyway. It's going to complete. And it looks like Welmu actually moving up to take a base of his own, take one of TypeReal's bases. Army count about even now, and the Zealots get cleaned up. Man, I just want to see these carriers. I want to see the carriers win, so that more people on the Team Liquid forums will be like, see, they shouldn't be getting rid of carriers because they're so awesome. Look. No, I'm not making fun of Team. No, just, I know what you're thinking. It's just not true. These Zealots moving in might actually be able to take down the base, and oh! Right as the High Templar are warping in, I want to see him plant down a storm right on top of all this, the probes. Zealots are attacking. These Zealots are like, maybe not, actually. He was successful at stopping mining for a little bit, but, you know, whatever. Look at all these carriers! Oh, look at them all. Oh, that's great. I need to make sure that, yeah, okay. My fraps, I was messing around with frap settings. Players moving in opposite directions. I was messing around with frap settings when I was trying to get... Oh, ETs are dead. When I was trying to get Dolphin to work properly. Well, not properly, just when I was trying to get it to not be really, really slow. It looks like Welmu's actually going to pull back and try to protect this. Has he been building more Colossus? Because he should really be focusing on his Blink Stalkers, probably. His Blink Stalkers would do pretty well against these guys, these carriers. Carriers are all out in the open. They do have some place to hide back here, really. Stalker's like, yeah, where'd they go? Mothership! Oh, this is amazing. But those three Stalkers have taken the health of the Mothership down almost completely. Or the shields down almost completely. Mothership dead. That's kind of a bummer. Wow. There are just way too many carriers there. Almost took down one of the... well, almost took down two of the carriers. Look at the army count right now, and you can pretty much see how things are going to go here. And really, I think it's attributed to all that early game harass from TypeReal. The Warp Prism with the Immortal drops all the time. That was great. Zealots are like, should we just keep going, or what? Yeah, and this is going to be the massive, massive carnage. I'm actually pretty excited to see this. This reminds me of all my big game hunters. Just sniping the core so that no more stalkers can be made. I used to play big game hunters all the time in college. We would just basically, it was a race to carriers, and it was amazing. It pretty much looked like that, except worse, much worse graphics. Last of a tiny little engagement over here, and all the carriers are moving to intercept, which doesn't make sense at all. But, you know, whatever. Why? Why are you doing that? I mean, sure, if you take out the rest of the... I don't know. Just go for the jugular. Welmu GG's. Epically played by TypeReal, I have to say. I can't believe I saw carriers be the killing blow in a PvP. Wow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. Catch you next time.